The GT4 is one of BMW's latest creations. It's fast, it's raw, and today, I get to drive it.
Once in a while you get an opportunity that you just can't say no to. A couple weeks ago, my friend Marco called me and said, hey Brian, do you want to go out to Thermal, California to the Thermal Racetrack and do some performance driving with BMW, including in the GT4? And there's no way I was going to say no to that. So today we are at Thermal. We're doing the BMW Performance Driving School with the BMW M4 GT4. Before we jumped into the GT4s, we started out in the classroom as we always do at BMW. These guys are great. They want to make sure that you are going as fast as possible, as safe as possible. After a quick crash course, we got split up into groups and headed into different areas of the track. My first event was the handling challenge. Now for the handling challenge, they put us in brand new M2s on fresh Continental tires, and they let us drive on a circuit track. But unlike a traditional circuit track, which could be a mile or more, this was a very condensed version, more similar to something like an autocross. There are some very tight turns, so you really have to watch your speed, and you have to learn how to control the car's momentum in and out of the turns. Now for the M2, it is one of my absolute favorite cars. I know that this is going to upset some people, but I can't wait until an all-wheel drive version comes out. I think that is going to be one of the most perfect cars on the road, just with that little extra bit of traction, but even the rear-wheel drive car is a ton of fun. Driving the M2 is so different from what I'm used to because I'm so used to the all-wheel drive and such a bigger car, but these things are so nimble. All right, so we're all done here. Let's see what's next. After that, we jumped in a brand new M3 with an instructor, and he took us around the track. It's crazy to see what these guys are capable of when they get behind the wheel. And it's always crazy to see how fast these cars are with the right driver and the knowledge that these guys have. You know, we build these cars all the time. We often give them twice the horsepower that they come with from the factory, but I always find it so cool when these pro drivers give you a ride along on these little tracks and show you what these cars can really do. Once we were done with the instructor on the small track, we drove over to the main track at Thermal Club. Yes, the world famous Thermal Club, where we got to ride with another instructor around the actual track in preparation for the GT4s. So this is cool because with the GT4, it's only manual shifting. So what he was doing is we were just learning the track with him, and he was walking us through what the ideal gear would be. So it's pretty cool. But before I get to drive the race car, I connected with my friend Marco, where we got an up-close look at the GT4. What do you love about this car?
Man, my favorite thing is that BMW Motorsports took that M4 platform, they strip it out, they send it to Garching, Germany, and they build this monster. 500 horsepower, depending on the chip, it can go up to 500 horsepower, 479 foot-pounds of torque. Look at this hood. Full carbon fiber. But the thing that amazes me the most is the doors. If your grandpa is 104 years old, he can probably lift this whole door. It's like nothing. Now, the interior, they strip it all out and they added some weight, of course, because they need to put a very safe rolling cage on the car. We all like big wings, right?
Yes.
Look at this M Motorsports wing. Carbon fiber trunk. This is a race car itself, right? If you're truly racing and you're going through a race series, you have all the air jacks here, plug them in, lift the car, change the tires, get it down, haul ass.
So like Marco was saying, this car is absolutely nuts, and the opportunity to drive this used to be very far-fetched, but now you can literally come and drive this regardless of who you are. And again, this thing is wild, and it comes like this from the factory. So what Marco was saying about the doors, these things have to be like 10 pounds, and it feels like it has some kind of Lexan glass, but check out the detail in the carbon. This thing is absolutely nuts and is legit full race car. What's really cool over here, the pedal box actually comes to you instead of having to slide the seat back and forth. Again, super race car. It's got a detachable wheel, everything you'd expect. It has foam here so you don't smash your face on the roll bar, and it has all of these different controls. You can see right there it says AP, and that's because AP actually is a partner on this build. Look at that, they come with AP brakes from the factory, these crazy Contis, and check out the engine bay. While this is a BMW race car, I thought it was really cool how they did things. One thing you'll notice is that the strut brace is totally different from the factory one. The other thing that you're going to notice is that there's no intake over here, and that's because they do a single side approach. They've got this little air hose. Not really sure where it goes, but it's really cool to see how BMW takes a stock car. They add a ton of carbon. This is all carbon. The roof is carbon. The hood is carbon. The trunk is carbon. It's got this giant wing. Check out this carbon front lip. This thing is absolutely nuts. Again, this is how this thing comes with that nice CSL grille and everything.
If you book a trip in this driving school, Bryan and I are gonna come race you.
You heard it. If you book it, Marco and I will personally come and we will race you in the GT4s.
And the E34 M5 is probably the best BMW ever made.
You heard it. It must be true. Here you go in the passenger side. Look at that. We got some carbon on the dash. Super cool. Let's see if I can get back here to see the fuel tank and whatnot. Ugh. Thing's stinking crazy.
Now I know the style of content is a little bit different from what we normally do, so if you like it, make sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up, make sure to leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. But with that said, let's continue on. All right, so as you saw, these M4 GT4s are awesome and they are legit race cars, which means to drive them, we have to be in legit race car attire. So let's head back and we're going to get dressed in our full race suit and then we'll come back and drive the car. Now, while we've done a lot of racing on our own, I've never had to do a true full race suit. This included a one-piece race suit. We had shoes, we had gloves, we had a Hans, and we also had a helmet. Now, one of the things that I wasn't expecting is that with all of that gear on, you can imagine your temperature in your body is getting pretty hot. You get into a hot car, again, we are in the desert, and then from there, they start to strap you down in the car, in the bucket seat. While I've been exposed to a lot of race car things, you definitely start to feel a little claustrophobic, I think because of how hot you are, but thankfully, you can see on the screen, there's a little air tube. They get that air going, the car running, and then from there, it's game time. Now, while I own a G80 M3 and I've spent a lot of time on track, this thing was unlike any G80, G82 I've ever driven in my life. One of the biggest things to notice on this car is that the braking system is 100% different. You need full force braking every single time because the brake system is totally different than a street car. Other than that, the power delivery and whatnot, it did seem pretty familiar to me. But again, the braking was totally different and almost felt like it was manual braking with no brake booster. All right, so we just got done doing the GT4 driving. That was incredible. I can't believe they let you drive those cars just like we did. We took them up to probably like 120 miles an hour. The car was awesome. But the fun didn't end there because after that, we went back to the smaller track where we did some time trials in the M2 where we saw how fast we could get around the track. So what's interesting about this is it's like autocross, but the thing is you have to stop between 4 cones. So that's really where it gets tricky. We got to do this a number of times and I was getting faster and faster and faster, and then it all started to go a little bit downhill when I hit a cone. I crushed the cones on that one. I tried to trail brake through the back of it, it didn't work. It took a little bit of my confidence away, but all in all, we still did really good.
Bryan, go.
Okay, that was better, 46.5. I definitely carried more speed that time. I could definitely feel it. But this whole thing has been such a cool experience. BMW, you guys do a great job with this. Again, I can't believe that just anybody can just come off the street and sign up to do one of these events. But it's just incredible that they let you do this in their cars. It's so cool. So anyway, that is a wrap on our BMW experience today where we got to drive the M4 GT4 and all of these other crazy cars. Huge thanks to the guys at BMW for hosting this. Huge thanks to Marco for getting us on the list here. And again, if you guys are interested in this, we're gonna leave some links for you down in the description below where you guys can do this too. Once again, my name is Bryan. Thanks for watching Kies, and I'll see you in the next video.